Why do hypervisors affect my VM's speed and resources? Imagine running multiple computers inside one physical machine. That's what a hypervisor does. It creates virtual machines that share the hardware resources of the host. But this sharing isn't free. It adds extra steps for the system to manage. When a virtual machine needs to use the processor, memory, or input-output devices, the hypervisor has to step in. It translates requests from the virtual machine into commands the physical hardware can understand. This process takes time and can slow things down. The more virtual machines you run, the more the hypervisor has to juggle. It has to divide resources fairly and keep each VM isolated. If one VM demands a lot of CPU power or memory, it can leave less for others. This can cause some virtual machines to run slower. Also, virtualizing input-output operations like disk access or network traffic adds overhead. These tasks are more complex because they involve virtual layers that weren't there when running directly on hardware. Modern processors come with virtualization extensions like Intel Virtualization Technology and AMD Virtualization. These help reduce overhead by allowing some tasks to be handled directly by hardware. This makes virtual machines run faster. The type of hypervisor also matters. Thin hypervisors that run directly on hardware tend to be more efficient than thick hypervisors that run on top of a host operating system. Features like paravirtualization let the guest operating system cooperate with the hypervisor, cutting down on processing delays. Resource allocation is another key factor. When many virtual machines share the same physical resources, competition can cause slowdowns. If one VM uses too much CPU or memory, others might have to wait. This is called resource contention. Hypervisors that expose virtual non-uniform memory access topology help improve performance by allowing operating systems and applications to optimize how they access memory. Performance monitoring tools can help spot bottlenecks caused by hypervisor overhead. These tools track CPU, memory, disk, and network usage. By understanding how much overhead the hypervisor adds, system administrators can make smarter choices. They might enable hardware-assisted virtualization, optimize VM configurations, or avoid overprovisioning. They can also ensure that the hypervisor and operating systems are configured to work well together. In the end, hypervisors are powerful tools for creating flexible, isolated environments. But they do introduce some performance costs. Knowing how they work and what affects their efficiency helps in managing virtual machines effectively. Different operating systems support virtualization features differently, which can influence how well they perform in virtualized setups. Keeping an eye on performance monitoring and resource management, make sure your virtual machines run smoothly and efficiently.